Welcome to this RecruitOnline training session. In this session, I'm going to look at the RatesCalc and RecruitOnline integration and just go through how you can have a record in RecruitOnline and export that to RatesCalc, and ultimately, after quoting in RatesCalc, bring back a quote into RecruitOnline as a document and also as a rate schedule. So we'll start with looking at a client that is not yet in RatesCalc. And so if we have a look at this particular customer, if your RecruitOnline system is using RatesCalc, you would then, under Casual Management, click onto the RatesCalc tab. And because this particular record is not yet in RatesCalc, you get to see all of the different clients that are. And then at the bottom here, you've got the option to create that. So if I click on that, and if I did follow through and save the changes, it would save that particular record and link that client with the client in RecruitOnline and vice versa. So the next stage, once you've quoted in RatesCalc, is to look at how you bring in those rates into RecruitOnline, and also how you bring in any quotes that you might have sent out and had signed. So if I look at a client, say Mega Industries, and this particular client is already in RatesCalc, when I go to the Casual Management tab and look at RatesCalc, I'll see the information on Mega Industries in RatesCalc. And in this case, we've got a few quotes that we've done. And for any quotes that you want to bring in, you click on this Import Rates function. Now, the thing to think about with this is with many rates within RatesCalc, they have lots of different pay code items and pay code item names. And a lot of them are named in different ways than what you might use in a payroll system. So there is a function within RatesCalc to map those names to names that you use. So for example, hourly rate, you might call normal time, or afternoon shift, PM shift, or whatever you already do. And so when you go to bring in a rate, so if I use this one as an example, so this particular quote has two different jobs. So if I was to import both of these, I'd end up with two rate schedules, one for a C10 and one for a C13. When I go to import them, and obviously I can choose which one I want. So if I just said I wanted that one, what RecruitOnline will do is to have a look at all of the pay code items that are on that quote that you want to import, and then warn you if any do not exist as names in RecruitOnline. So in this instance, we have a pay code item name on the quote called hourly pay rate, and you might refer to that as normal time. So as I mentioned, you might choose to solve that by going back into RatesCalc and using their mapping tool to map that to normal time and then import from there. Or alternatively, you might choose to click on managing pay code item names and set up these pay code item names in RecruitOnline, and so add to your existing list. Either way, every pay code item that is on the rate that you have in RatesCalc needs to be mapped automatically into rates and names that sit in RecruitOnline. So if I look at one that we have imported already, so if I look at back into RatesCalc, and if I go import rates, this C level 3 CW rate, if I go to import it, it has been imported. I can save that PDF, as which is the document for the quote that's been sent, and that would save that in here. And so you can see that quote is automatically saved after you click that button. And with the actual rate, it would have imported. So if I go to view rate schedules, and then if I look at the rates, it would have each of the pay code items and the quote that you've sent through from RatesCalc. So it's a very straightforward process. Obviously, the quoting process you would use in RatesCalc, and then ultimately bring those rates that you wish to back into RecruitOnline to then use for bookings that you make in RecruitOnline. Well, I hope that all makes sense. And if you have any questions, please have a look at the support documentation in RecruitOnline or the similar documentation in RatesCalc.